It's coffee time, it's coffee time, it's the one pot chef drinking coffee and time. What do you think of it so far? Rubbish. Welcome to Coffee Time, the monthly chat show here on the One Pot Chef blog where I answer questions sent in by you. And today we have a special edition of Coffee Time with our special question answerer, Nicko from Nicko's Kitchen.
Hey everyone, how are you? Did you just call me special?
Well,
is that a good special or special?
Ride the bus to school special. Oh yes, it's going to be one of those videos. So a couple of days ago, I sent out the call to you guys to send in some questions for me and for Nicko to answer in this video, and we've got a huge amount of them, so we're going to go through these right now.
What, both of them?
You are one of the highest rating chat shows in my suburb. So
throw me and my postcode.
Silence. All right, first question comes from Hazel McCann, and she asks, do you guys live near each other?
No.
No, I had to fly, 6 hours to get here, because I live on the east coast of Australia, and Rob lives on the west coast, and it's a big gap in between. It's all sort of like Los Angeles and New York difference.
Same size, yeah. So no, we don't live near each other at all. We're about as far away as you can get.
Pretty much. I mean, he's pretty close to the sun compared to where we are. I mean, like, you can go to the moon quicker than you can get to this place.
That's true. That's true. That is true.
Next one is from Krista Beery. What in the world does stuck in mean? And are there other such culinary words that sound naughty in the US but are perfectly normal in Australia?
Okay, so stuck in means just let's start eating it. Like, let's get into this food. That's what stuck in means. It's not a sexual reference or anything like that.
Well, I guess it depends what you're eating, really.
or what you're doing with the food at the time. But no, when I say stuck in, I mean let's just start eating it. Yeah.
Is there any others that are like that? I'm not sure.
No, I'm not. I don't think so. And if there were, I'd probably be saying them. So
yeah, because you know him. Sonia Sons Fantasia asks, do either of you, good morning by the way, do either of you know how to make authentic cannolis, since our WA girls on My Kitchen Rules got slammed for their version? Also, Nicko might need to count the number of times the word bad boys gets used. Love you both, thanks for the great videos, keep them coming.
I do watch MKR, and we watched it. I showed him one for the first time.
Yeah, I watched my first episode of My Kitchen Rules yesterday.
Because I watch it purely for the train wreck element of it. Because I sit there and I go, "What are you doing?" But they're lovely ladies, the Perth girls, the ones I was telling you about last night. I can't even know. I don't even know.
Is that the one you fancy?
Yeah. The one that always sits on the right of the screen.
The nice one or the bug-eyed one?
No. They're the ones that are from Queensland. No, I don't think they're from WA. No, I like the one that always sits on the right. But what was the question? Do we know how to make authentic cannolis? Do you make them? Because I don't.
No, Brian is always actually asking me to make cannolis, but I've never really felt the need to do it. Yeah. No, actually, it's not cannolis, but it's the other thing. I can't remember. The thing with the meat in, like a little pasty. What's a cannoli? We're cooking experts here. No, cannoli, it's like the little eclair type thing, isn't it?
Little tubes. Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever made them.
No, I think I've probably done it once or twice, but that was a long time ago. I don't make them. I think that's too fiddly, and I'd rather buy them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I recall ever making them. I may have made a cheater's version with puff pastry, but I don't think that counts as an authentic cannoli.
No.
So maybe that's something we need to investigate.
Probably.
And we'll both make the same video on the same day, and then everyone will accuse each other of copying.
That's right.
Andreas Magnusson, who's the naughty one?
Who's the naughtiest one?
I'm sweet and innocent.
Yeah, right.
Would you look at
we're pretty. I think YouTube cooks come across as very sweet and innocent and lovely, and you go, they're nice people. We're not.
Yeah, you turn the camera off. You turn the camera off.
We're nice people, but we're sick in the head. Most of us are. I mean, I know. We both do. We know other YouTube cooks, and we've hung out with a lot of these guys from around the world. And we are the craziest bunch of people that you want to be around at a party. Like, we're really, like, but on our videos, we're very...
straight-laced and very of behaving ourselves. And welcome to the One-Pot Chef.
Yeah,
Today,
that's right.
I'm making whipped cream. And then turn the camera, I was like, yeah, whipped cream, bitches!
That's pretty much how it goes. Yeah, we're pretty crazy. We're a crazy bunch.
We've got 2 questions from Chris Van Ed. Do you know anything about Dutch food? And how do you drink your coffee?
Okay, well, I don't know too much about Dutch food. I actually couldn't name you one dish off the top of my head that was Dutch.
I can only think smoking a pancake from
I just
Gold
think,
member. That's the only thing I can
all I can think about is like cocoa and chocolate. But, and how do you have
your coffee?
Well, in a cup. No, I have...
I'm so glad I asked him onto this show.
I used to all the time. I used to drink cappuccinos. Now I like just a flat white, just a little bit of sugar and some milk. So I just white with one.
I'm pretty similar. I like it nice and strong though, so I like a nice strong latte if I can get it.
Yeah.
But I did used to go for all the fancy ones with the flavour syrups and things like that in it. But like I got over it. Like I'd rather just have just a plain coffee these days. Although that being said, I do like a frappuccino now and again. There's a creme brulee chiller at Gloria Jean's that is just gorgeous. I love that.
Product placement.
Product placement. Yep. Send me $50.
Gloria Jean's, take it from the master. See that little subtle dig? $20 straight in the pocket.
I've got to pay for the,
I drink mine out of an espresso machine. I said Nespresso machine. No, I'm only joking.
Nespresso. It's tasty and it won't give you cancer. Why? It won't. Say $50.
I think you owe them $50 for that.
Hey, I told them it won't give you cancer. What more do you want? God. So far, we're pretty much doing well with coffee time.
No one's going to be watching this now.
Tylon's Nan. I have 5 trivial questions for your next coffee time. Well, we like the trivial ones. What are some of your bad habits? Oh, God. What's the biggest turn off in a man or a woman? How many email inboxes do you get each week? What is your favourite part of today so far? And has Nicko ever cooked anything for you, and what? Well, we can definitely cover the last one. He actually cooked dinner for me last night. Made this beautiful Asian chicken with rice. It was gorgeous. Yum.
And then I made him my 2-minute chocolate mug cake. The one
the microwave chocolate cake. That was so yummy. A blob of cream on top. It was totally fat-free.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So what else did we have? What are some of your bad habits? I'm pretty much, awesomely perfect, and I'm a perfectionist. What about you?
One of my bad habits. I think probably my bad habit is being not a clean freak, but I need to have everything everything has a place, and when it's out of place, I get really irritable. Mm-hmm. So like if someone moves something off by centre, like a little bit, like I'm freaking out a bit. So that's probably my bad habit.
So I had the toilet paper hanging down wrong yesterday, so I had to sleep in the yard.
That's right. What else did he ask?
What's the biggest turn off for you in a man or a woman? Well, for a woman, for you, I suppose.
Well, yes, for a woman, for me. Hair, body hair.
Body hair.
I can't. I know this sounds really. I know this is going to sound really sexist and stuff, but I just don't like hair on a woman. Like when I've seen some women and they're being all like, yeah, freedom, all that sort of stuff, and they got hair under their arms. I just want to gag, and I hate women with that little bit of, they leave it to their shaving bit too long and their stubble's on the legs and all that.
So you're saying your fantasy date would be Persis Kambata?
Yeah, with a bald cap.
That's it. Star Trek reference. See, look at the background.
Motion picture. Vija.
Persis Kambata. Oh my god.
But I don't like body hair. Like I have some chest hair. I'm going to be really personal and revealing here. I have chest hair, and I have hair. I have chest hair, and I have hair on my arms and my legs, and nowhere else. I shave. I don't have armpit hair or hair anywhere else. I don't have it.
So you heard it here first.
Breaking news.
For me, at the dinner table.
I'm like a cat licking itself at the dinner table.
For me, probably the biggest turn off is like I've had blind dates in the past back in my dating days, and like I've literally walked out when the guy has like just not asked me anything. He's just constantly talking about himself. I hate that. Like if you're like getting to know someone, ask them a question occasionally and like sort of go, yes, well I do this and I do that and I do this and I do that, and I'm there sort of going, hi, I'm here. Would you like to know something about me?
Never mind that. Back to what I was saying.
So we could never be a couple. I could use him for sex, but not as a couple. What was the next one?
Bitch.
You better believe it. How many emails do you get each week?
Oh,
I have no idea.
I don't count them. I get thousands a day, so I probably get maybe 7,000 to 10,000 a week.
I'd probably be around maybe 2,000 or 3,000 a week, maybe. I get a lot.
I had to change it from my personal email address that I use for, like, you know, when someone from YouTube contacts me or Google or businesses and stuff. I actually had to change it because I was just getting so many that you missed important emails. Like, you know, pay this bill, and you just missed it. So yeah,
because it overloads otherwise.
And when I go and check it now, it's like the inbox says, you know, like 70,000, and you go, oh, I haven't done this for a few weeks.
So this is why I set up the little folders on my email. So like YouTube things go into one folder and other things go into another. So that way it's all sorted out instantly. And so as soon as something comes in, it sort of goes to where it needs to be, and I don't lose things because YouTube does certainly take over your email life when you sort of get any sort of level of success and get a lot of people talking to you. And apparently it's Rob's birthday according to my phone.
It's a day early.
That's tomorrow. Great reminder service there.
Turn your phone off. Jeepers.
So unprofessional. So unprofessional.
That's it.
What was your favourite part of today so far? It's 9 a.m. now, so we haven't had a whole lot of today, but the coffee was pretty good.
Well, I went for my morning walk this morning. Every morning I go for a walk, and I love going for a walk in the morning. I love watching the sunrise, and everything's really quiet and peaceful, and you just sort of, I don't know, I really enjoy that. Every day it's just a nice way to wake up.
Oh, well, I was happy with the coffee because, like, walking...
I wake up at 5:30 every morning and bam, straight out of bed, going for a walk, and even Jess says, you are crazy.
I get up, bam, Mars bar straight in the mouth.
Two different people. I have a glass of water and go for a walk, he's having a Mars bar.
Well, got to get my heart started somewhere. What was the next question? We've done all of those ones. So, Treasure Trove Townsville. Why do they put olives in tall, narrow jars that you can't fit your hand into?
That's a good question. I've never thought about that. It's annoying, isn't it?
I think you need an olive spoon. Because like they do olive spoons. Have you seen those?
They do, yeah.
It's like almost like a little ladle that you can sort of poke in and lift them out.
But it's also like the breakfast that I had this morning was one of these meal replacement protein shake things, right? And the jug's it's like that, and I'm down to about there in the bottom. And you got this scoop, and you've literally got to sort of your hand doesn't fit in the thing to get to the bottom. And I thought, has actually, anyone with a decent sized hand actually put their little scoop into the bottom of this? Oh, we've got big hands.
Oh, yeah. Who's got the bigger hand? There you go. I win. Yeah. I'm the bigger man. Yay. I'm not sure why they do that with olives in jars. Although that being said, I don't actually buy olives in jars, although I do get them for my mother-in-law because she seems to have an obsession with jarred olives, but I personally don't like them, so I have no opinion.
My mum makes her own she does her own olives from our tree out here.
Oh, you've got an olive tree?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fruiting right now, actually.
Oh, not to go and have a play with them later. Have a play with them?
Come and play with my olives.
Play with my olives. Jordan Fu.
Oh, hello, Jordan. Jordan. Yeah. Now, you know Jordan.
I know Jordan.
Jordan's
I know
from
Jordan.
Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan he was the first guy that we brought up on stage when I was in Singapore.
Yeah, because you were
song.
doing the song, yeah.
The Fan Fest, yeah. Hello, Jordan.
So, when was the first time that you guys met in real life?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. No. I think it was Brisbane.
It was Brisbane.
Yeah,
Brisbane 2010, 2014, 2010.
Yeah, the one with the plough in, I think it was.
Yes.
The plough in incident.
Yes. And you met me when I flew into Brisbane. You were up there waiting for me.
Yeah, at the airport.
Yeah. And I was surprised when I got there. I knew Dave was tall, but I didn't realise how tall he was. Because I'm about 6 foot, and Dave's about, what are you, 6'4", 6'5"?
6'6".
There you go, 6'6". So he's quite tall. So like, you know, he's that much taller than I am. And he's 6 inches bigger than I am.
I'm going to leave that alone.
Sick.
Just going to move on to the next question.
Sick mind.
I'm sweet and innocent. You're just corruptive influence. Corruptive influence. He's the naughty one, remember? Lloyd Franklin asks, how is it down there? I've heard there was a massive bushfire. I hope everyone is all right. Best wishes from England.
Well, England is going through their worst, all their floods and everything.
Floods and things, yeah.
And I think I heard somewhere the other day saying it's their worst time since World War II in terms of the help that they need. But yeah, it's very hot where I live at the minute, obviously in summer. But summer, we have bushfires every year in summer. It just depends on how bad they are. We've had some really bad ones here where I live in my state. We've also had some really bad ones in Victoria. Did you guys have some bad bushfires? I think you did.
Well, they weren't too close to us though.
No.
They were sort of further down south.
Yeah.
But Victoria has definitely had a lot of fires recently. They still have actually. There's still got a few on at the moment.
And here too. I think the last fire that we had, I think there was about 40 or 50 homes lost, but thankfully no one died, which was good. So yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. But thanks for asking.
Yeah, thanks for asking. Light Lunch Boy, Nicko, how come you never vlog anymore? I really miss them.
Okay, so we don't do the family vlogs anymore for a couple of reasons. One, we did it for 3 years straight, which is so much work, right? Anyone who says, go and vlog every day, do it for like 2.5 years, and you start to get, okay, well, we can't do anymore. So that was one reason. So from a creative point of view, like you go, okay, well, we're going to stop. But I think the biggest one that stopped me was, Imogen was a little bit older, she was starting school, and I didn't want her to sort of go to school and, you know what kids are like. Like if someone watches and they know who we are and all this sort of stuff and they watch us, like I didn't want her going to school and getting teased for something I did or something she said that was silly or, whatever. So I didn't want any of that. So I didn't want any distractions for her. I didn't want a camera in her face anymore. I just wanted her to sort of just
a normal
little, go to school, play with your friends and all that sort of stuff without a camera in your face anymore. So
I think that's fair.
The only person that has a camera in their face now is me. But that's what I do for my job. So, that's why we don't do it.
Fair enough. Nicko and David, this is from Cam's videos. Who would you say is the most popular on YouTube between both of you? Yeah.
No,
he's got the most subscribers, but I'm the most loved.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. I've got more views and more subscribers and stuff. But I mean, we never really talk about it, do we?
No, it's
but
not
that's
really
the same with
us.
that's the same with all the other cooks, like whether it be Anna or Chopper or the other ones we talk in the US or the guys sort of third on them in the UK. You talk with you just did a collab with him.
My Virgin
Kitchen. So and we just all talk, like, you don't ever. There's never like a pecking order.
No,
like you don't go, oh well, I'm the boss because I've got. It's
because I mean, if that was the case, we wouldn't be friends now. Because when I started, I actually started before.
Yeah,
Nicko,
Dave was the first,
and I was ahead of him for ages, and then he overtook me in subs and views. And like, if I really had an issue with that, I'd be like, oh, he's more popular than me. I don't like him anymore. I'm not talking to him. But it's never been an issue because like it's completely irrelevant to me.
Yeah, I mean it's like some sort of a rank system. Like I'm more popular than these people, so I'm not going to hang out with them, and that's all rubbish. I mean, we don't do that. So
because I mean, in the end,
some people do that.
When it comes down to it, if I stop making videos tomorrow, I don't think that Rob would just sort of like go, oh, okay, you're not making videos anymore. I'm not being a friend anymore because like our friendship is so much more than just sort of YouTube.
I mean, so much more.
Oh, so much more.
There's too many A's and awkward at the minute.
Do you know what's funny? This video is going pretty much exactly what I expected.
Next.
Noobs fan sub.
I love these names.
Okay. Hi David and hi Nicko. Like lunch boy. Oh god, looks likes. I really miss your vlog, Nicko. Seeing your family helped me through some hard times in my life, and since I'm struggling with depression again, rewatching some of your old videos really helped me feel better. I'm not begging you to do new ones. I just wanted to thank you, and thanks David for your contagious laugh and your awesome personality. Oh, thank you. I love Coffee Time and I watch most of them. They really do make me feel better too. I love you guys. That's so sweet.
That is very sweet.
My questions are, I know that the two of you are YouTube buddies, but I just wanted to know who contacted who first. Who gave the spark to a wonderful friendship? Or what gave the spark to a wonderful friendship? And if both of you lived in the same town, how often would you hang out and have a beer together? Thanks a lot for reading my message and I hope you have fun making this video. I think you contacted me because like I started making videos first. And I think Rob started about 5 or 6 months later. And I think you sent me a message saying, oh, I've just started making videos. Can you have a look and
tell me what you think? Yeah.
And it just went from there. We started exchanging emails, and then we started talking on Skype, and then we met at Brisbane. Yeah. And it's just gone from there. If we lived in the same town, how often would we hang out and have a beer together? I would think very rarely would we have a beer together because I don't drink beer.
Yeah. So I don't drink beer much these days.
I've never been a fan of beer.
Yeah.
But we'd probably be sort of sitting in the rockers having the coffee though. So
putting a bit of whiskey in them.
Yeah, I reckon we'd hang out all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. We would. I think, but you know, like it's like any friendship. Like, you know, you've got to give the other person their own like personal space. And like we wouldn't be on top of each other all the time. We wouldn't.
Depends how much beer we've had, I guess.
we wouldn't be like, you know, like every 2 days, you know, like you know, knocking on the door. But we, you know, we'd probably see each other, you know, weekly or you know, probably. I mean, we talk.
Well, I mean, we talk like 2-3 times a week usually. Sometimes on Skype. So, and it's usually for an hour or so.
Yeah. So we're always sort of catching up. So I would say if we lived. And there was one stage where we were talking about moving over to where you are. So, we'd probably hang out and do all that sort of stuff. And, thanks for... I'm glad that... A lot of people said the vlogs helped people, you know, going through a bit of hard times and stuff. And I've never actually asked the question why. Why does that help people out? Maybe it's just I don't know. I
think it's because you guys... were just really joyful in your videos. You were always laughing, you were always having fun, and it's great because like you don't always sort of see in your own family like that. You always sort of see everything in your own family in real life, but sort of tuning in for like a 5 or a 10 minute video every day with you guys where obviously as the editor highlights, you're not going to sort of go, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'm just doing the shopping now and pushing the time. And it's like everything's slow, but it's condensed down and you get the best bits. And I think that's very sort of good for the soul. Caroline Minville. If you weren't YouTube artists, what would your dream job be? And do you speak another language other than English?
Yep, I do. I speak another language. Sarcasm.
I was going to say, I down a bottle of scotch and I talk bollocks. Does that count?
It sounds Chinese when he's on the drink.
I can probably have a few phrases in French. I did actually study French at school, but I'd be sort of ordering coffee and croissant, and that's about it. I think if anybody asked me anything beyond that, I might be pushing my luck. Other than that, I don't really speak another language.
I learned Indonesian in school.
I did a bit of that in primary school.
Yeah.
I can count to 10 in Indonesian.
I know no, which is tidak, and I know yes, which is ya.
And I know yes, no, and thank you in Russian.
Oh, good.
So, da, niet, and spasiba.
Don't.
There you go. So, I'm truly cosmopolitan. Us.
What would you be doing? What's your dream job? I mean, I know what mine is.
I have no idea. See, I sort of fell into YouTube because I started out as just a bit of a hobby while I was off work because I'd hurt my spine, and it just turned into a dream job because this is my dream job doing this. But if I wasn't doing it, if YouTube just collapsed tomorrow, I don't know. I'd probably go back to sales because I've always got a background in retail and selling and stuff like that. So I'd probably go and do that because I could always talk somebody's ear off until they get tired and buy something just to shut me up.
I'd love to be a pilot.
I reckon you'd be.
I mean, we're doing dream jobs now.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's be honest, right? But if I wasn't doing this, what would my dream job be? I'd be a pilot, and it's still something I'd love to do. It is still something I would love to do even now. I'd love to just go and get my little sort of not my commercial, my recreational pilot's license and just fly up there. But I also have a fear of flying as well, which is strange. I love it, but I have this. I don't know. I think if I was flying it, I'd be fine. I have this issue with when I'm not in control of a situation where I get a bit.
I think that links into your cleaning thing because you're a control freak. So like sort of. If you can clean the plane, you'll be fine.
No, if I set up there with them and I was part of the process, I would love it. But when I'm down the back seated in 32A and something's going wrong or you hit a bit of rough weather and stuff, I get very I get irritable. I get
anxious.
Yeah, I do. So.
Well, there you go. When you're getting on a plane, a couple of days actually, go to America, so bring a dustbuster. See if it helps.
Every time we hit a bit of rough weather, I'll just do the roof.
So we warned you. So make us get the air marshal again.
That's right. Sir, sit down.
So you're going to be thinking that in a couple of days when you're on the plane and start shaking, go, where the hell's my dustbuster?
I'm going to be feather dusting people in the seat.
I think that qualifies as assault. Oh dear. Balls Australia. Oh god. Nicko and David, what is your favourite ball-shaped food? And why? Ball-shaped food.
Well, does a chicken nugget constitute as a ball, or is like if you made it? No, but if you made them into a ball shape, it would be a ball shape.
Well, I suppose if you made a loaf of bread in a ball shape, it would be a ball shape.
Yeah, but it's still bread, isn't it?
That's not ball shaped like natural.
Well, I like chocolate truffles. I like them. They're yummy. Like rum balls. I like them.
Yeah, rum balls are gorgeous. So yeah, rum balls and cake pops.
Yeah, cake pops. Yeah.
Saw a great recipe for them the other day. I'm tempted to do that, but I still I can't remember. I think it was in one of my magazines, I think. But then again, I still remember the nightmare of putting that video together last time doing cake pops, and I made it look so easy, the video. It took like 4 hours of me pulling half my hair out going, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Okay, Cyprien Maline, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Next.
Is that a yes or a no?
I'll give you a rain check on it.
No. That's not a no. You're in love. Pearly Pop, Nicko and David, which career do you think you guys would have chosen if YouTube wasn't around? If YouTube was suddenly to disappear tomorrow, what would you both turn to career-wise? Oh, well, that's similar to what we just answered, isn't it? Yeah. So... Well, that being said, if YouTube suddenly disappeared tomorrow, I think I'd be turning to sort of prostitution. I'd be out in the streets going, what an horrible time, dearie.
Oh, yeah. It'll be booming business.
It's like, I have no career prospects outside of YouTube, let's be honest. I've got nothing. Well,
you still call yourself the One Pot Chef?
Yeah, I'd have to sell me pot. Oh, hang on a minute. That doesn't sound right, does it?
No. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
That's bordering on Breaking Bad. Breaking pot. Rat Finger 1.
Yeah. What is your favourite version of the Cup song?
I don't know what the Cup song is.
I don't know what it
YouTube thing,
is.
apparently.
I don't know.
Is it some new meme or something?
That's the other problem too. When you create content for YouTube, right, you get so encompassed in your own little world of what you do. You know, when you answer comments and that sort of stuff, you actually lose a lot of the time. You sort of stop being a viewer, and you don't go through as many like random videos.
Especially if you're doing it as your full-time job, because often, like, sort of, if you're like working on YouTube all day, every day, you don't necessarily have as much time or as much need to do the whole recreational viewing. So,
but I don't know about you, but I still set some time aside each week to go through YouTube and just watch people you subscribe to. But not only that, like go and find out new people that you might like as well. Yeah,
so I do my best to try and sort of keep sort of catching up with my subscription list and things that I've subscribed to, but I must admit it's becoming less and less these days because I keep running out of time, or I get distracted, or I'm watching something and then a message comes in for me for work, and I'm there, I'll get distracted and do that, and I know, naughty, bad. Fit Ange S. Hello, Fit Ange. Nicko, what is your favourite food aphrodisiac? This is going to be good. Hang on, I'll write this down.
Body chocolate.
Bit of an artiste.
I just slap it on and lick it.
I've had worse offers. Oh, God. Quickly save us. Next question. Mr. Smarty Face 1. What? Oh, so how did your channels get so big? That's $1 million question, isn't it?
Well, I mean, hard work. I mean, it just doesn't happen, does it?
Yeah, a lot of people often think that it's sort of like just sort of you put a bunch of videos up and then it just suddenly you get like 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 or 100,000 or 1 million. It's a lot of work because I'm speaking for both of us. We both put a lot of time into promoting ourselves, into social media type stuff, sort of showing off our videos on Facebook and Twitter and Google Plus and all those other various platforms. It's a constant thing of marketing yourself and getting yourself out there, because if you just just dump a video up and then ignore it, it won't go anywhere. You've got to sort of draw people in, you've got to interact with the community by answering comments and questions and things like that.
It's the content, it's also the content you do as well, because it's almost like a virtual or digital word of mouth. Oh, like absolutely. If someone likes it, they'll go, hey, you got to check out this guy, and then that person shares it with that person. So you got to actually have some decent content.
Yeah, you got to have something that people want to share.
And a lot of people say nowadays, oh, well, it's so much harder now because there's so many people making videos. And that's true, but you've also got to look at it as there's so many more people on the site watching videos too than there was when we first started. So yeah, sure, when we first started back in, I think you were 2007. Yeah, I was early 08. So when we first started, there wasn't as many people on the site making videos, but now there is, but there's a lot more people watching them as well. So I think it all sort of evens out. So.
Yeah, and as I said, I think it comes down to sort of like being able to sort of make a quality product that people want to actually watch, and doing your best to try and interact in the community, because that is so important. If you're not interacting with the community, if you're not answering comments or questions or getting involved and doing on other people's videos, not just on your own, actually leaving comments on other people's videos, because a lot of people will discover you if you put a comment on somebody else's video and sort of, not necessarily like, look at me, look at my channel or anything like that, like actually putting a relevant comment or saying something funny. I often discover people just from something that they've said on the channel or somebody else's video, and I've clicked on them and gone, oh, their videos are so cool, I'm subscribing. And so, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. But as I say, we've been doing it for, 11 billion years, so we've sort of
6 years now.
Yeah, got a big audience over the years, but it takes a while. But if you put the effort and the time into it, it's a good one. Rosy Freckle, for both of you, what is your favourite food ever? What is your least favourite food? And what is the weirdest or most odd thing you have eaten?
My favourite food ever would I reckon it's, and it really holds a nice memory for me, is something my nan used to make. I mean, my nan's still with us, but she doesn't sort of cook much anymore. But she used to make this always in winter. She'd make these meatballs, and she would put in sliced carrots, celery, onion, and then she'd pour in big red tomato soup.
Oh, yum. Mm.
And she would just reduce it down and cook it. And I always think, bloody big red tomato soup. I always think, geez, that Heinz one. And she'd serve it up with rice, and it was just the most amazing meal ever. And I still remember sitting at the dinner table eating it with the family, and it just was, I just craved it. I looked forward to it every winter when she made it. My least favourite food, jeepers. My least favourite, I love all food, but I was not a big, until recent, I wasn't a big olive fan. I didn't really like olives. Like, I'd eat them, but I wasn't like, oh, yum, olives. But now I really, really like them. And the weirdest thing I've eaten, I was in, I think I was in Phuket, and I had there was all these weird things. There was part of the bull's testicle.
Oh, fun.
And the snake's beating heart.
Oh, I've seen that.
And you have it comes out with this alcoholic drink.
And it's in a little shot glass.
Yeah. And you can actually feel it like, that's the worst thing.
Favourite? Oh, God. It's probably a dead heat between Mum's Lemon Cheesecake, which is probably one of the best desserts I've ever tasted. I love it. And Mum's Beef Stroganoff. And it's funny you mentioned the big red tomato soup, because she used to put that in stroganoff. Because I've never actually seen stroganoff before, like when I was a kid. It was the only place I had it was Mum's.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was like grown up that I realised that tomato wasn't a common ingredient in stroganoff. But her one is creamy and it's rich and it's got this sort of like almost pink coral colour to it. And it's glorious.
Which I think traditional stroganoff has.
But most of the ones you see these days, it's creamy with mushrooms. You don't see sort of tomato you sort of add to it. You often see, like, if you see those god-awful ones that comes in jars, that's always this weird grey colour. And so, like, I always found that really peculiar because I was used to Mum's stroganoff being sort of the pinky coral colour. So, least favourite food is probably mushrooms, because I've got a bit of a fungus thing. I can't stand fungus.
Like, we get that checked out.
It's lucky you're pretty. No, I've got a thing against fungus. It creeps me out. Like, it's not a plant, it's not an animal, it's like halfway in between. It's wrong. It's like eggplant. I mean, it's half egg, half plant. It's wrong. Gross. What?
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Well, the second weirdest thing I've ever eaten. Probably durian. That's gross.
That's
gross.
Oh, man. That's like...
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what durian is, it's a tropical fruit that kind of looks like a melon with leprosy, with giant spikes all over it. And when you cut it open, it smells like rotting feet. Yeah. And I would imagine it tastes like rotting feet, though I've never eaten rotting feet. But it was rancid. It was foul.
Yeah, I had that up there too. It was horrible.
Yeah, it
actually made me gag.
Yeah, it's one of the few things that sort of... The smell of it, like sometimes something will smell completely different to the taste. This didn't. This tasted exactly like it smelled, and it was foul. And I was like, no, never again. Robert Matthew, what is your favourite TV show, Nicko?
My favourite TV, like now or all time?
I suppose all time, or maybe one of each. One now.
I couldn't choose. I couldn't choose one. I loved The Simpsons growing up. I loved Family Guy. I loved Seinfeld. I used to watch it religiously. I love science fiction shows. I loved watching Star Trek when I grew up. And I watched them all. Like, I watched all the series, the old ones, Next Gen, DS9. I watched them. I'm not into all this. Like, Jess loves all these crime and rape and murder shows. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Wow, that seems to be a theme these days. Sort of like, I remember back in the days, people would sort of curl up on the couch and watch a country practice, and now they're all watching things about rape and molestation.
Yeah, I just can't watch it. It's just, I mean, but then again, like, I don't like horror I've never gone into it and watched a horror movie at the cinema. I just refuse to. Like, I'll go in and watch a comedy and that will something make me laugh, but I can't stand anything with death. And like, when I say horror, like, I'll watch a thriller, but I won't watch, like, no. Hated Scream when I was younger, when that first came out. Hated, all the Chucky and all that. No, forget.
See, I'm the opposite. I love those sort of movies. No. But then again, I'm sick in the head.
He is.
You can't agree with that a little too quickly. Robert has a couple more questions. How is the fall or summer for you guys? I think it's summer here, isn't it? It's fall up there, so it's just coming to the end of summer. It's very hot.
Well, it's going to be autumn.
Or fall.
1st of March is autumn here.
Yeah.
And then it's spring, I think, in the northern hemisphere. So it's hot. It's really, really hot.
It's starting to coolish down now, but it's
not here.
Well, I mean, like it's not like melting lead outside, what it was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's starting to sort of calm down a bit.
Yeah.
And one question for David: what is your favourite type of music? Disco.
Really?
Disco.
Oh, like 70s disco?
Oh yeah. I mean, you want to listen to the music on my phone.
Are we talking
it's disturbing.
KC and the Sunshine Band?
Oh, we're talking Gloria Gaynor. We're talking Donna Summer.
Okay.
We're talking Amy Stewart's Knock on Wood. I mean, I am a big disco diva. What can I say? I used to hide it, but now I just relish it. And it's sort of, I get down, I get funky.
That's just on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you just went to the music on Friday. Fred's the dog. Hi, Nicko and OnePot. Why do you suppose the sweet videos do much better in terms of views? You seem to create more dessert-type videos. Not that I'm complaining or anything. Keep up the good work.
You've answered your own question. They do get more views. I think because, like, I'm not saying I invented it, but I'd like to think that, I really embraced the whole food porn movement, where people would watch something that was really good that they knew they couldn't have, but they wanted to watch it anyway. So, like, if I do the most outrageous dessert recipe, they'll watch and go, oh, that looks so good, but I couldn't have it, and I won't make it. But they still watch it, and I think they watch it for that very reason. It's almost, like watching a movie that is a little bit naughty, and
that's the thing. I mean,
if
you're on a diet and you're absolutely craving triple chocolate cheesecake mousse sundae burgers, but yeah, if you want something really over the top and naughty and you know you can't have it, the next best thing is to sit there and watch it slowly coming together on a YouTube video. And I often get comments from people sort of going like, honestly, I'm on a diet and I don't care. I'm watching this and I'm loving it.
But it's always interesting when people scream at us, go, oh, we want more healthy recipes. We want more this, like we want more sort of these recipes. And then we do them. Because I'm guilty of this. And then no one watches them.
Yeah, I get that all the time.
What? And then the people who asked for it never watch it. So, we've got to sort of, like, I think if you do too many sweet things, like, people will just switch off because it's, like, too much of something. But at the end of the day, too, like, we're running businesses.
Yeah.
And we have to go with what gets us
I've got to keep the lights on. So,
exactly.
So if it means doing chocolate chip cookies instead of quinoa salad, I've got to get a quinoa reference in. But yeah, like if I have to do that, then so be it. But like in the end, I got to give people what they want to watch, and if they want to watch chocolate and stuff, that's what they get. So it works that way. Dagda825, you two are my absolute favourite YouTube cooks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nicko, when did you realise the OnePot Chef's spotted dick was the absolute to die for pudding, and when can we see your spotted dick?
Oh, if you want to. I've actually made spotted. My spotted dick doesn't look like a wine coaster. My spotted. I know I've done spotted dick before.
Yeah, you have actually. You did it. I think you did the full size one though. I did the minis. I did the man size.
I did it built to scale.
Man size. Built to scale. No comment.
Well, we joked about. Because we talk about what we're making and stuff, and we joked about what the comment section would look like after you made your spotted dick, and we spoke about how many people would come in and say, "Oh, now you should make faggots" and all this sort of stuff.
Yep.
Because faggots are actually, it's a dish that's from the UK, so a lot of people would go, "Oh, next after you spot a dick, have a faggot."
Yeah, because I honestly thought sort of like if I put up a video called "Faggots in Gravy," I thought I'd be getting a lot of views, but just not for the right reasons.
And we should explain that faggot is also a derogatory term for a gay person.
I haven't heard that one. I haven't heard that one. I mostly get.
Oh yeah, I mostly get
woolly woofed.
Yeah, throw me under the bus, make me look like the arsehole.
I haven't heard that one. No.
Yeah.
Fat faggot. Yeah. I'm a faggot. Nah, I'm big puss.
Because do they say that I don't know if they say that in the US. Do they say? I don't know if they.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just faggot is just a.
I think faggot is an American derogatory term. I think
is it?
Maybe. I thought
it was just from the UK.
No, because in the UK, I don't think they actually say faggot as a derogatory term. That's why, like, they've got a food called faggot. But
yes.
I think it's more American.
I'd love to know how that term got associated with.
Maybe there was some sort of upper class poof called Sir Topham Faggot. Now every poof's called a faggot. It's a Topham Faggot. We are so off the rails with this video. What the hell are we talking about? What was the question initially?
Start giving you the wine.
Spotted dick. There we go.
Yeah, no.
Get back to subject.
Yeah. When did you realise was the absolute to die for? I don't mind spotted dick. Yeah, and Dave's spotted dick was quite nice.
Yeah, especially with the custard.
I didn't even have it. I just looked at it.
Yeah, so he was having his own food porn moment. See?
I'm not a big fan of suet, so yeah.
That being said, I'm not a big fan of suet either, but like it worked in this particular one. It came out quite well, and it wasn't sort of overly greasy that you get sometimes with suet things. So yeah. Rose Monty, my question for both of you: if you suddenly won the lottery tomorrow, would you continue doing YouTube videos or take the easy life since income is set for life?
I'd still do them.
Yeah, so would I. I would still do them, but I don't think I would feel the pressure to do it to a schedule as much as I do. I don't think I would absolutely sort of, like, because I tend to sort of make 2 to 3 videos a week on my cooking channel, and I obviously have to make videos every week, otherwise, don't pay the bills, and we go out in the street doing gob jobs for dirt. So,
$20 is $20, folks.
Exactly. So, but like, if I had the sort of the safety net of having won the lottery, I would still make videos, but I wouldn't sort of have to panic about making sure that I'm still sort of, like, if I wanted to take a week off, I could without sort of conceivably worrying that it might affect my income for the month or whatever. So,
yeah, no, that would go, but I'd still. I would still upload as many as I do now still.
Yeah, because in the end, I don't do this necessarily for money. I mean, like, I do it as my business, but I do it because I enjoy it. I enjoy sharing recipes, and I enjoy doing that.
And that's the other thing too. Like, when you and I first started, we didn't know you could actually make money from this.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people forget that. Like, we grew into it where we found out, you can actually make some revenue for this, and we worked on it. But when we started,
the partner program didn't exist in our country, so we didn't know anything about it. It wasn't until we already established what we were doing when it suddenly came up.
Whereas nowadays, people will start. I think 90% of the time, people will start purely because they want to make some money out of it.
And hoping that they'll become sort of internet megastar millionaires.
But we didn't do that when we first started. So
when do I get to become the internet megastar millionaire? Cause
next week.
I've been waiting.
Well, you've got your play button. I haven't got mine.
Oh well, see, this is what you get. Where you sort of like you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Although I don't know what you'd want with a bunch of flies unless you've got like a lizard or a salamander or something. Why are we babbling
What are we
about
talking
lizards?
about?
Next question. I don't know. Howamar 100. I want to see you both sing the Coffee Time theme song. You may learn to regret that one. All right.
How does it go?
It's coffee time. Okay, all right. It's coffee time. It's the one pot chef drinking coffee and time.
Okay,
yeah.
You ready?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's coffee time. It's coffee time. It's the one pot chef drinking coffee and time. It's the worst intro ever.
Bloody rubbish. We are the worst singers ever. We should open up. Yeah, this could be your next spin-off channel, Nicko's Karaoke. Nicko's Flies Undone. Senna Auton #1 fan. Nicko, who is your favourite wrestler? And David, favourite US restaurant?
My favourite wrestler would be... I remember as a kid, he's passed on now. He died a few years ago, but I loved... he was called the Big Boss Man. But he died... Unfortunately, as wrestlers do, they die in their early 40s, unfortunately. Yeah, he was probably my favourite when I was growing up. And then Kane, I love Kane. And he's still around.
Is he the one that we were watching last night?
Yes. We watched Monday Night Raw with Dave last night, and yeah, Dave's got a thing for John Cena.
Oh, can you blame me? I mean,
he just sits there, dribbling through the match. And
oh, you can talk. What was that woman that you were sort of gagging on?
All of the divas. I like all of them. They're all good.
Favourite US restaurant for me? I don't think I can go past the Cheesecake Factory. That was fabulous. Nicko recommended it to me when I went over to LA. It was just across the way from where I was staying, and I didn't have a bad meal there. It was fabulous stuff, and the
good value for money.
Absolutely.
It's not the best restaurant that I've been to in the US. Like it's really family.
It's very comfort food.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I like that.
It's just value for money eating. It's not. It's not like you're not eating at Gordon Ramsay's at the London down on Hollywood Boulevard.
But then again, I'm not sure I really like a lot of that sort of really upper class pretentious typey stuff. Sort of like because you're a big bloody wanker.
I love it.
Big wanker. But yeah, I can't say I'm not really fussed on that fancy schmancy stuff because I find the idea of sort of paying $40 for something that you need a microscope to see on the plate to be just crazy. I like a good value for money, big meal type thing, and so that's what
I like it.
I mean, there's no wrong way to like food. Let's put it that way.
No.
There we go. There's no wrong way to like food, and except for his way. But
okay.
But yeah, I did like that. Naruto Uzumaki. This is for both of you guys. What is your favourite sport at the Winter Olympics?
I didn't watch them.
Neither did I.
This sounds really horrible to say, but I just think the Winter Olympics is just a waste of time.
Yeah, it's kind of...
It's like, I think the Commonwealth Games is a waste of time. The Commonwealth Games to me is like an over-the-top sports carnival. Do you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I just think
it's like this junior Olympics.
To me, it's the Olympics. That's the one that, and I do watch the Olympics every 4 years. I watch the Olympics. I love the weightlifting. I think the weightlifting's. I think not only is it great to watch, but it's sometimes hilarious as well.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, half the fun of watching weightlifting at the Olympics is to see whether or not their entire arsehole's just going to explode when they try to pick up something because they're like. Oh shit!
That should be the screenshot. That should be the screenshot for this video.
Oh dear God.
You in the background bursting a few hemorrhoids there.
Someone's got a date with Twitter.
And I love the fencing. I love watching the wrestling, the proper wrestling.
Yeah, Greco-Roman wrestling. That's good.
I'm not a big thing in the pool, and the track and field is a bit hit and miss. I'll watch it, but to me, it's the Olympics every 4 years.
At the Winter Olympics, I mean, half the sports. I mean, I think it probably comes down from the fact that we don't come from a place where there's snow or cold winter sport type things because it's never cold.
Yeah.
So when they've got I don't know. Professional lying down in a tube and going down a mountain, it's kind of unrelatable for us, and sort of ski jumping and stuff like that. No one near us does that, so it's hard to relate to it.
The next question is from Licho or Lyco?
Licho 3440.
Yeah.
Who's taller?
Him.
Who is smarter?
Me.
And who is more handsome?
Me.
Yes, dear.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, that's me, and me. I mean, no. I mean, look at Dapunum though. I mean, look at Dapunum. He's cute. He's like a pet. You sort of give him a stroke and it purrs.
Give me a stroke.
That's why I went like that, just in case. I'm taller. I'm not sure about smarter.
No, I'd probably say you were.
I don't know.
I'd probably say, no, you're pretty cluey.
Mm-hmm. And handsome, I mean, we're both handsome devils, so why choose when you can have us both?
Show me the money.
Yeah. Send $50 to this PayPal address.
$50? Maybe on your rate.
10 minutes.
I ain't no cheap escort.
Yes, dear. Jean Ellison. I think we've covered that one. How did you both meet each other? Were you friends before doing cooking videos? Do you play pranks on each other? And how long have you both been friends?
Well, I think we've answered all of them except do we play pranks on each other.
Yeah.
And we do from time to time, especially with the Tanetta.
Oh, jeez. Yes.
What's the song called?
Oh, Pressure Zone or something.
Okay, go. The song, it's called Tanetta, and then it's Pressure Zone, and it's this guy.
It's got an adult version thing on YouTube.
Yes.
So yeah, if you're under 18, no,
don't watch it.
Yeah,
but it's this really strange guy singing this outrageously funny song
with very offensive lyrics,
and we couldn't get the song out of our heads, so we finally did. And then what we would start doing on Facebook, like we'd message each other and we'd go, "Oh my gosh, you should see what YouTube's doing. Now check this out." And it would be a link to the video.
Yeah.
And Dave would click on the video going, "Oh, what are they doing now?" Click. And then that song would play.
And it's, the first second you can hear that song and it comes up and I'm going, "Oh, you bastard." And you did it a couple of months ago and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him so much," because I just got it out of my head. Because it got to the point where it gets stuck in your head and like, I'm at the post office
singing
and getting asked to leave because I'm standing in the post office singing to myself, "I can't wait to put it in my mouth." And like the lady at the post office, she won't serve me anymore.
Yeah,
because of you. So like,
it's a bit hard to play practical jokes because we're not physically with each other. So we do these sort of virtual practical jokes. So
I think I'm due to get you back. I think for that one, I've got to find something. Step 00. Hi guys, how are you? Pretty good. Love your videos. My question is, since David went to America to do 5-ingredient desserts, will you be going back anytime soon to do a similar thing? And Nicko, are you going to do anything like that in the near future?
Well, you're not planning to go back.
I'm not planning to go back to America anytime soon. I would like to. I'd definitely like to go and do another series, but I don't think it's something that's actually planned out at this point. It could be something that may happen in the future or it may not.
Whereas I'm off in a few days. And I'm off to... we're going to Chicago as well. We're doing a whole bunch of things, and then we're doing in LA. We're doing like a fan meetup, like a viewer meetup thing where I've managed to get this company to pay for everyone for their food and all that sort of stuff. So I'm doing all that. So that'll be fun.
Where's my ticket?
Hey,
where's my ticket?
It's in the mail.
It better be.
Anyway.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I reckon they're going to have a great time with that. Jamie Locke, if you could go to any country or any restaurant in the world to experience the cuisine, what would be the top of your list?
Well, I've done a lot through Asia, and through Southeast Asia. I've eaten some sort of more authentic American food, and I'm not just talking about burgers and stuff.
I'd love to go to Italy.
Yeah, I'd probably up through there. I'd probably like Spain and Italy and France and stuff all through there.
Because it's south of France. I mean, like the beautiful wine region, cheese, and all those sort of wonderful things. But then Italy, you've got those beautiful fresh homemade pastas and sauces and pizza and some fabulous stuff. And it would be great to go there and explore that. But
I think the house is about to fall down.
I was going to say, there's a lot of wind outside today and the whole house is rattling.
Very flatulent, David is.
Well, you're the one who put beans in the thing last night. Kelsey80. Question for you. Nicko, name 2 good points and 2 bad points about David. And David, same thing to you. Okay. So
2 good points and 2 bad points.
Yeah. That'll be good.
2 good points. I like Dave's honesty, and I like Dave's he's just an authentic guy. Like he's just, I don't know. It's just I like people that will just tell you how it is, and they're not bullshitters. So that's what I like about Dave, and I think I'm the same with Dave. 2 bad points about Dave.
This better be good.
I honestly, I'm not just saying this way. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think we've got the kind of friendship that if there was something about the other that was sort of annoying or that we didn't like, we've kind of got the relationship. We'd go, hey, that's annoying, don't do that. And we would talk about it. I don't think we would actually sort of have festering in the background going,
no.
Oh, God, Nicko stinks. Yeah, I don't think it's anything like that. Or Nicko's really rude to me or anything like that. I don't think we have that. No. But my 2 good points about Nicko would probably be that he is one of the funniest men I've ever met. I mean, we've had conversations where as I said earlier, we talk on Skype all the time, and we've had conversations where we've been sort of sitting there for like 3 or 4 hours just chatting away about God knows what. And I've walked away in stitches with pain, laughing from just talking absolute nonsense at each other. And it's been sort of so much fun. We've had so much laughs over the years. I think the other point is that you are probably one of the kindest and most generous people I know. I don't think there is...
Where's my wallet?
Well, yeah, so give us the 50. But yeah, like you are the kind of person who, if you're one of your friends or your family needed something, you wouldn't question in a second, you would just help them. And I think that is a very rare quality these days. There are a lot of people who
making me blush now. I'm just getting all a bit...
Sorry. So we're getting too mushy.
Next.
That being said, he smells really bad and he's really mean with money.
That being said, he's an absolute... See you next Tuesday.
He's very selfish in bed. You had to ask this question, didn't you, Kelsey? Go on. Yanni Hurt, David and Nicko, what is the funniest thing you have ever did while making a cooking video, and what is the weirdest thing?
What is the funniest thing you ever did?
Yeah, maybe like with a blooper or something.
I think it's actually on my Facebook page. One of the really funny ones is the tortilla one where I couldn't get them separated. Oh. and I didn't even know the microphone was on, and I spent probably all 5 minutes. Every second word was F and C, and
So that's something that a lot of people don't see because we edit our videos, is that we are shocking. We swear like sailors when we're making videos.
A lot of people ask, why don't you put your bloopers up, Rob? Nicko, why don't you put your bloopers up? It's because I can't.
Yeah, they're too rude, because I've really tried to moderate it these days, and I think I'm better these days with my filming, and I don't make as many mistakes and bloopers and things, so I don't do many blooper videos these days. But when I do a blooper, it's usually really, really rude swearing, and because I get frustrated very quickly when I'm in front of the camera. It's like, and I can't put it up because YouTube will age restrict it, and then sort of half the people won't be able to see it, and then of course it doesn't make me look.
And I think it shocks people too. I think when they hear us doing it for the first time, it's like when someone you've known for years tells you off for the first time. It's like,
yeah, it's a bit of sort of because people are used to us sort of being, and welcome to Nicko's Kitchen.
But you know what? People swear. Everyone swears.
Oh yeah,
right. And
I don't. I'm sweating innocent.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway.
Yeah, everybody poops, as the book says. And what was the other question? Oh, weirdest thing. For me, the weirdest is probably when I made that god-awful Coca-Cola chicken. Do you remember that?
I remember you telling me about that.
Oh, that was awful. It's actually, that video is still up on my cooking channel, because it was originally going to be a normal cooking video, but halfway through, it just looked like chicken in diarrhea. It looked really bad, and I'm going, I cannot do this as a recipe video. And I thought it was so
some
awful,
people
it was funny. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it was one of the weirdest recipes, and I did it. I'd never made it before, and the recipe that I'd actually found was really bland, and I thought it needs a bit of seasoning, it needs a few things, and it kind of made it bad. It really made it really bad. So that's the weirdest. Let's see, 68. Does Nicko have a Greek origin because the name sounds Greek?
Well, Nicko's my nickname, and it comes from my last name, which is Nixon. And through high school and stuff, see, in Australia, you've got to remember that everyone's name gets turned into a nickname. Like David is David.
Yeah.
But we just got to shorten it to Dave. There's just a whole bunch of people who I think everyone just gets a name. And like me, it was just Nicko. Or Rob or...
Robbie.
You know.
Barbie.
Because my middle name is J, and sometimes B. A few people call me BJ. Imagine that, BJ's Kitchen.
BJ's Kitchen. That brings back memories.
Who wants a BJ in the kitchen?
Outrageous. So look at the filth he's bringing to my classy chat show.
I just meant Bob John, that's all I meant.
Oh, yeah.
Next.
That was a bit bloody Kenneth Williams. Oh, yes, nurse. Jen Piano Woman. If y'all could make an alcoholic drink for each other, what would you all make and why? Maybe on camera. What alcoholic drink would you make me? And what would I make you?
What would I make you? I don't know.
I'd probably make my cookies and cream cocktail for you because that's pretty awesome and it's like gut-bustingly bad for you.
What would I make you? Maybe sex on the beach? Is that a drink? Is that a drink or just a scent? No, sex on the beach is a drink.
That's a drink. That's a drink.
Yeah.
Like a hot screw against the wall.
Is that a drink?
Well, it's a drink and an offer. But
depends what you put in the drink.
So are we putting this on YouTube or XTube? Yeah, that's a drink. So yeah, there you go. So sex on the beach and a cookies and cream thingamajig. So
Krispy Kreme. Hi Nicko, big fan. I just wanted to ask, where did you find the secret to the 11 herbs and spices? And did the Colonel share them with you? Yeah, he did. That's it.
Krispy Kreme's asked a couple of questions. I have a crayfish in the freezer. What would be the best way to cook it?
Preferably in hot water.
Well, I'm not a seafoody person.
No, obviously it's dead because it's in the freezer.
I'd hope so.
And which is the most humane way to do it, by the way. It sends them into a coma. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Best way to, I just put it in hot water. If you've got a really good crayfish, you just let it speak for itself. I like putting like a nice little little chive garlic butter with it, which is really nice. So
and we come to our final question from Sandra Hidalgo. Pardon me. Does it bother you when someone asks you your age? I know that David doesn't like it.
It doesn't.
If not, how old are you? I'm 28.
Well, I'm 29. Tomorrow is my birthday, and I'm turning 30. But I never have had an issue with telling anyone. And that was actually one thing that when I asked you, I said, "Oh, Dave, how old you are?" And you got very, I'm not telling you. And I thought, I wonder why he's being so cagey about it. Because he is. He's this cagey fox that he gets a bit sort of...
You have to remember I'm gay and we count our age in gay years. So like...
What's gay years?
Gay years is 7 for every normal straight...
Is it?
Yeah, so
right. Yeah, so you're like 4.
Yeah, essentially. But no, gay years is like, if you're over, like, say, 21, you're like 100. Essentially, in the gay community. So, like, so I'm 17. I'm totally.
So you still
I can
will not
pass
tell,
for 17 in the right lighting.
So you still will not tell them how old you are?
No, I'm 17.
Just tell them.
I'm 17.
What year were you born?
1993. Ish. And again later that year.
I was born in 84. You were born in...
Shut up. Don't make me put the hand down.
Oh, God. See, he gets really funny about it.
I think that a person is entitled to a little mystery, and that's my little mystery.
We worked it out. I could tell you, but we worked it out.
It's redacted by the government, so you've got no chance. Well, that brings us to the end of our special edition of Coffee Time. So a big thanks to Nicko, who was kind enough to join us to this lunatic excursion into the weird and wonderful. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for joining us on the show. And if you did not like it, go away. If you did like it, please feel free to subscribe.
And thank you to Chancellor Martok and Gowron and Captain Kirk behind us for
our special guests.
Our special guest today, Robert O'Reilly and JJ. Is his name JG Hertzler? I think
so. Yeah.
And old Bill there. So
I look forward to getting the copyright violations next month. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.
See you guys.